Hank 3.
Hank
Damn
3.
right, Rebel Proud.
Yeah. I had just heard that record for the first time today, and I have to say it's pretty fucking
It's
good.
good.
It is good.
It's not like for our crowd of people who listen to us. Like you probably would never go out and buy an album like that, but fucking listen to
Do it.
I think
Expand
anybody,
your musical horizons.
I think
Yeah,
anybody
exactly.
that listens to it is going to enjoy it just for the sake of the lyrics. You know, you might not enjoy
The lyrics and
yeah.
fucking bacon.
Yeah, it's just like
And like, really, this is the point of us talking about our favorite albums of 08, is like, we're four completely different musical people.
Yeah.
Like, we're all wanting you to check out shit.
yeah,
we
well, not only
like.
that, but it shows it like.
Like, we've been listening to music since we were 12, like 10 years later. You
Well,
know?
I've been
Yeah.
listening to music since I was like,
Yeah, like, I don't know about you, but I've been listening to music
I was
since I
named
was
after a
really
musician.
little. But like, what I mean, I just think about the Hank album is like, and our diverse, I don't know, music taste is that we can all come together and be friends,
Yeah.
and like you don't have to just get stuck with your one crowd of like hardcore kids or country kids or pop kids. Like, who cares, man? Just go listen to
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Emo
Punks,
kids,
emo
fucking
kids, whatever,
scenesters.
dude. Just
So much shit out there. Fucking open up your mind.
yeah,
really.
don't write something off just because it's not what you get, like what you're into or what you like, because you might end up thinking
Like, once
it's
you get
one
out
of
of
the
high
best.
school, you're gonna really see that there, like, any scene that there is all bullshit.
Makes no
Fucking
sense.
A.
Like, you'll come to realize that any scene you belong to, like, a lot of the music was shitty. I'm not saying it is shitty, but, like, me, I was heavily in the pop punk scene when I was in high school, and, like, I don't listen to hardly any of it now. Like, and you branch out, like, you listen to all kinds of different shit once you get older. Like, you know, even shit your parents are into, like Simon and Garfunkel, or, like...
Oh yeah.
Or you listen to shit like The Chariot, or, like, Gnarls Barkley, which is...
Neil
one of my
Young.
favorite albums.
Yeah.
Neil Young, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
It's my
don't
boy.
don't just like close your mind off to.
You can still be attached to a certain
I wish we could
scene,
just name
but-
like every album
Yeah.
that like our favorite albums instead
Yeah.
of albums from this year. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like nothing that
We-
came out this year is my favorite.
Hey,
Yeah.
we got the decade end coming soon, so it can be like our favorite albums of the decade.
Yeah.
which is
From
2010,
2000 to
you know?
2010.
Name
Yeah.
some Lawrence Arms.
Yeah, be in store for that.
Everyone knows what mine's gonna be.
We'll let you figure that one out.
Alright,
on
jeez.
your own.
I'm just gonna list off two albums real quick. So I just thought of two, but like Gnarls Barkley put out a new record this year, The Odd Couple,
I didn't hear it.
and I've always liked Gnarls Barkley ever since they first came out. Like all my friends really liked Crazy, and then like as soon as we all got the record, they were like, "Oh, it sucks. It's not that good," but I fucking loved it. Which was the album St. Elsewhere, but The Odd Couple, like the first video, Run, like was fucking had Justin Timberlake in it. It was like kind of would give you a seizure.
Yeah.
But the video I really loved that they put out. Well, there were two videos I love they put out this year. They made one for a song called "Going On." It was like these group of people in Africa made a video for it, like just fun and dancing. And then there was like a video for the song "Who's Gonna Save My Soul." I love that video. You just gotta check that video out. It's rad.
I didn't
It's
even
like,
know they came out with a new
Yeah,
album.
it's
I didn't
It was
either.
cool. I loved St. Elsewhere. I listened to
Yeah.
that like this day.
And another band I really love.
What's
one
that?
of
Oh, I'm sorry to
Okay,
interrupt.
that's
What's
fine.
the song about the dead girl?
Oh,
That's like my favorite.
oh fuck! I don't remember the Boogeyman song.
Yes.
Turned out
So-
she was dead.
Yes.
Go CeeLo.
CeeLo. Another band that put out a new record this year was Sigur Rós, and I can't pronounce.
I
You
called
called it.
called it.
I can't pronounce the new fucking record name, but it's really good. I've always loved Sigur Rós. Like they're from Iceland. If you've ever heard them, like their music's just to me, their music sounds like falling in love. If you don't, you probably have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about because I'm artsy fuck and I'm weird.
No, I know what you're talking about.
But like, there's always been like. There's always been like with every Sigur Rós album I've heard, there's always been like a sense of hopelessness to their record, but like overall, like there's a grand sense of hope, and like I think this record is more. There's more of that sense of hopelessness.
Yeah,
It's kind of like this record's kind of like I mean I don't know the lyrics, but like what I've gotten from it, it's kind of like a sense of community, like almost. It kind of reminds me of that book you read when you were in high school, Lord of the Flies, you know, where it's like a community of people that just fall apart. Like, the opening track to that record, Gobbledygook, was, like, completely different from anything I've ever heard from them. And, like, It's just a good fucking record. I love
And-
that band.
I
If you
dropped
like,
out of high school.
if you like to see naked
But-
dudes on
I
a
know what
CD
you're talking
cover,
about. Oh, my beer! Oh, I didn't know there was a beer.
Yeah, if you want to see naked people, look for the Gobbledygook video online. It's not on
Like-
YouTube, but there's naked dudes and
I was like,
girls.
if you just want to see a bunch of naked people, then
But that's kind of that video is kind of the whole sense of the
I'm not-
album. Is like a community of free
strip down, just strip down.
free spirited
type
people like fuck technology and fuck anything else. Like let's just live and have fun. But like if you listen to the record and like really like delve into it, like something goes awry. And those are two of my choices for the year. Randy,
I'm done.
thing.
Chad.
All right, I'll go ahead and I'll say a band that I've liked since they came out put out a new album, and it's Bayside.
Oh
Put
fuck!
out-
I
forgot about
I
that.
forgot about Shudder, dude.
I,
Bayside
I thought
put out
of it,
Shudder.
but I didn't listen to it. I haven't heard the album.
Bayside put out
It's so
Shudder,
good,
and I'll
dude.
admit that I didn't really listen to it until about a couple weeks ago,
I've been listening to it nonstop, dude.
and it's good from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And
Bayside's one of those bands that I don't think people could ever understand unless they've been in that place where like they needed music to save them.
yeah,
And like Bayside kind of just delves into your life at the right
they
time.
do. And I mean, I like how Bayside continuously puts out a good album.
Yeah, consistent.
Like it's consistent. Like
Yeah.
some bands put out one album, then the next one sucks,
Yeah.
and then the next
even
one's
their
okay.
acoustic record was
Like
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
all
You know?
every album that they've ever
That's
put
my
out
favorite,
is
is
good.
the-
Yeah.
I love on their acoustic album their Elliott Smith cover. That's one of my favorite parts of that record.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they-
Shudder was real good, and
I love some of my favorite lines from Shudder, like "There is no love, just appetite."
yeah.
But I think my favorite line from the entire record is "Fate doesn't care about plans." That's
Yeah,
such a
it's-
fucking true line,
Yeah.
dude.
It's like they continue to do the same thing, but it's completely different every time.
hmm Yeah, I remember watching an interview saying that they just wanted to make a more punk rock album,
Just do it.
and like
If you're down.
they did.
I'm down. Let's just ration something. You got a beer bottle? You got any other albums, Eli?
Well, they're not my top albums. I named all my top albums, but for those of you who haven't heard Gojira, check them out. They're a good metal band if you're into metal. And who else? Katy Perry.
One of the boys.
Do it!
And then
I got a couple more albums.
There's
over
What
there.
about Flow Rider?
Seek. No.
Flow
what's her
Rider.
name?
We hit the
Segura.
floor.
Oh,
no apple
You just said
bottom
that.
jeans.
No, I'm
What
not
did I say?
band.
But
Oh.
the boots at the fire.
Let's see. Let's see. Pass to Johnny.
I'm trying to remember other albums that came out this year. I can't-
All right, I'll say one.
What about Take a Great High Five EP, huh?
I still got my favorite. I saved my favorite record of the year for last.
I'll go ahead and I'll say.
You just fuck me. Go
Yeah.
ahead,
Fucking
Chad.
interrupt,
Yeah, all right,
asshole.
no, go ahead.
What about Flowbots, dude?
Yeah,
What
you
do guys
just
think
Oh,
of
said
that?
that.
Slowbot.
What
Yeah.
about Vampire Weekend?
Oh, that
Vampire
record was
Weekend,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. I like
That's some
that
good
record.
shit.
They're a good indie band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did Pete, Bjorn, and John come out this year? I think they came out last
I
year.
think it was like towards the end of last year.
The whistling song. Everybody knows that fucking song.
Yeah.
That's a
Alright,
good
go ahead
record.
with your album. I'm sorry.
My like number one album of the entire year, and it's funny because when we had this idea of doing our albums of 08, like I was like nothing really came out this year that I love, and then I completely forgot that my favorite band of all time put out a record this year, and
Oh, yeah.
the Matches put out Abandon Hope, and like a lot of people progressively don't like the Matches from record to record. Like some people, like a lot of people stopped liking them after Decomposer, and like a lot of my friends didn't like this record, but I loved it. It was just fucking like. People just kind of expect. I think it's bullshit that people expect bands to sound the same.
The
like,
same record.
Yeah.
to make the same record from album to album, but it's like I love that the Matches like progressively make like they're becoming like a weird band or whatever. Like I love them. Like they're one of the best bands you could ever see live, and like Abandon Hope just like for me the Matches like I have them tattooed on me like for inspiration, and like every album they put out like there's at least one lyric that's a source of inspiration for me. And there was a lyric on this album that was like, we know that we're more than this, and like more than we know, there's a reason we exist, and we know, we won't be this easily dismissed. But then like other songs too, like from 24C was such a weird song, so it was just like this completely electric song, and then like Darkness Rising sounds like Queen, and it's just a good record. I liked it. My only beef with it was I didn't think it did not have a strong ending song. Like compared to the last record, like
Yeah.
Decomposer, The Barber's Unhappiness was a really good ender, and then Proctor Road on the new record, not that strong, but I still love the record. I love that band, well, always will.